You should be thriving to make your videos as boring as possible. Boring as possible as a real estate agent on social media. You shouldn't be wanting to make your videos as fun and as cinematic as possible, because that is not what's going to get you what you actually want. I'm pretty sure what you actually want from all the social media posts is more leads. You want more business. You want people to go with you over anybody else within your city, right? That's what you actually want. And the way that you're going to do that at scale, at volume. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it if you want to go the more fun route. I'm about to explain fun and boring in a second. Not saying you can't get business if you go that route. Not saying that at all, right? What I'm saying is the person who keeps it as simple and stupid as possible, stupid in a good way, boring as possible, versus the person who's trying to put in that extra effort, who's trying to go all out with their production and their video ideas and their comedic skits or whatnot. That person versus this person who's pretty much cut straight to the point, boring. The boring person is always going to win in terms of getting business from it. And I'm about to explain why. Now, what happens when you try to go on there? So let me preface this by saying people go on social media for two reasons. Mainly, it's just two reasons. It's to get educated or it's to get entertained. There's people who educate and there's people who entertain. Most of your social media feed is usually going to be filled with people who are trying to entertain you in some type of way. Or it's going to be some type of entertainment, whether that be something comedic, something watchable, just anything outside of the realm of I'm going to teach you something, I'm going to show you something. Anything outside of that is entertainment. Now, the other handful of videos is going to be education. This is people trying to tell you about something, whether that be a product, a service, an idea, a philosophy. It doesn't matter. They're there to educate you. You as a real estate agent, you would think that most of you would go on social media to try to educate your viewers. Now, there's a like thin line when I say educate, because most of you try to go on social media and educate, but you're doing it wrong. You're not giving people the education that they actually want to hear. You're good at what you do. You're good at explaining the process and whatnot. Oh, do this, do that. But that's not actually what people are going to want to hear. And that's actually not what gets you the most leads in your DMs, the most clients. In terms of the social media posts that you should be doing and keeping it as boring as possible, well, I mean the format of the video. I don't mean you as a person necessarily have to be boring, because that's just not going to keep your watch time at the rate that it needs to be at to even get your video pushed out. No, I'm not saying you as a person be boring. You have a fun personality. Like you as a person shouldn't be boring. That's not what I'm saying, right? But the video formats should be as boring as possible. You mix that with a fun personality, boring videos plus fun personality, you have pretty much a lead gen gold mine. People will like you, people will love you, and they'll understand your videos way better than anybody else's. They'll connect with you way faster because you're actually giving them what they want to see in the most simple and boring way as possible, not, over complicating everything. But they also like you as a person because they like how you explain it. They like how you showcase it, show it. They like you and they're able to understand your video. So what happens then? You beat everybody else out just by being as simple, stupid, and boring as possible. Now, I want to relate this to, let's say, a home tour, right? Let's say you as the boring agent wants to do a home tour. A good boring agent, right, will do the home tour as such. They get their phone out. They do a nice walkthrough of the home, right? Pretty much no pauses, no extra this, none of that, right? They just walk through the home, show every room, show the space, make it as simple as possible and put a nice educational voiceover over the video. The person who's trying to be as cinematic and production focused as possible, they're probably going to, have their fancy cameraman come out, going to have a nice little script. They're going to have some nice edits, some nice B-roll, a lot of, speed ramps, a lot of that, right? It looks cool. It may get a lot of people's attention. It will. I've seen it over and over again. It will get attention, right? But is not going to be the attention that you'd actually want out of a video, because you're going to get people, mostly real estate agents, which that's a whole nother topic. You're going to attract with those fun videos. You're going to attract a whole lot of real estate agents in your comment section saying, oh, wow, this video is cool. Who's your camera guy? Who's your editor? Wow, beautiful video. But what is that getting you? It ain't getting you clients. It ain't getting you leads. Why? Well, it's because it's attracting the wrong crowd and is more entertaining than educational. More entertaining than educational. If your video is focused around the production value, is focused around the cool edits and whatnot, if your video is focused around things that really don't get you leads or get you clients, what's going to end up getting you those results? Common sense, you would think, right? The person who did the boring video, the one who does the simple home tour with the nice educational voiceover, that's obviously going to not entertain people, but that's going to show people what they can possibly have in the most simple way possible. People scrolling their feeds have a very short attention span, if you haven't noticed. I guarantee you, most videos on their feed are only seen by them for 1 second, 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds if you're lucky. So if your video is 2 minutes long, you're lucky if 98% of your people watch it past 3 seconds. So of course, you have to hook them in. You have to reel them in, right? Always have a good hook. But after that, you got to keep it as simple as possible if your goal is to get leads and clients. Now, if your goal is to entertain, if your goal is to get like more followers, more views, more likes, more shares, then sure, go for it. Make it as entertaining as possible. Make it as cool as possible. You go ahead. You're going to kill it that way. But if you actually want more of the right and targeted audience seeing your videos and actually having them reach out to you after watching your video, I guarantee you the best route to go, boring video plus fun personality, that is a lead gen goldmine. Your content angle should be super, super simple to everybody who's watching. It should be this, right? Is this video going to give my audience what they're actually looking for? Is this video going to educate them in a way that they'll want to reach out for more information? Is the way that I'm showing this home as good as the home itself? And is this video focused on me more, or is it focused on them, the audience, more? If the video is more focused on you, when speaking of production value, the video is focused more on you, then of course it's going to be a little bit self-centered. Of course, it's not going to get you as many leads or clients as possible, because it's all focused on you. It's about me, right? When making these videos, you should always have the audience in mind. And the best way to do that is to understand what value, if any, is this video providing my audience more than it'll help myself. If you focus more on your audience's desires and what they actually want to see, what they need to hear and see, then you'll get more of your audience reaching out to you rather than somebody who's always just focused on, hey, look at me, look what I can do. This is so cool, right? Me. It's not going to get the results that you think it is. And I think a lot of real estate agents are making that same mistake right now. And if you just tweak that way of thinking, is this video, before ever posting, is this video focused more on them or is it focused more on me? I think you'll start to see a lot better results and a lot more people hitting your DMs. But that's just my take on it. All right, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I do have a community link down in the description if you want to join that. I go in depth of how to build a successful lead gen machine using social media the right way. It has 3+ hours of coursework. I'm telling you exactly what to post each week, and we do challenges in there. But yeah, go make your videos boring, keep your personality fun, and you will start to see a difference.